Okay, so hello everyone, this is Bitflip and I'm Kuba. In this series I will show you how I'm building a robot from scratch. So those are 3 reasons I want to create this series. Firstly, I need motivation to finish my projects. Then I definitely want to learn robotics this year, so I believe that sharing it with you might somehow help me in this process. And also I've already worked for some companies and learned some skills in the field of electronics design and embedded software development. And I believe it would be nice to just share some of my knowledge and skills with you. Okay, so in every engineering project, we usually define some project requirements or constraints. In this case, I defined mechanical, electronics, and software. There is also a fourth position, which is money, because I also needed to think about how much I want to spend on this whole project. But this will be a topic of discussion probably at the very end of the whole series. So to be honest, mechanical design is probably my weakest engineering skill. I started to learn SolidWorks a few months ago when I bought my first 3D printer. So just to keep it simple, I designed whole robot in SolidWorks before I started to 3D print any parts. Also, I wanted to build my robot future-proof and somehow modular, so I can add some equipment, change a little bit whole design of it when the projects develop. So when it comes to electronics, I started by thinking what kind of feature I want to implement in my robot. So what kind of sensors I want to use, if the motors need feedback or not, and how I will control them. And all this stuff needs some kind of energy, so I need to plan what voltage levels there will be on my boards. And the last thing, I really wanted to implement some kind of isolation from the motors because they can draw huge amount of energy. So they create noise, sometimes they can create also some voltage or current variations when they are under high load. So to implement all these things, I had to design my custom PCBs. In the next video I will show you what exactly I created in KiCad and what type of integrated circuits I used to provide such isolation, and also how I splitted power lines and connectors on the boards, and also how I designed adapter board for STM32G4 Nucleo board. Okay, so from the software side, I selected ROS2 as a main software stack for my robot that will be on Raspberry Pi and later on NVIDIA Jetson. I observed that a lot of companies currently are looking for engineers with good knowledge of ROS2, so that's why I want to learn it. On microcontroller I will use FreeRTOS. I've used it before on some projects, and also it's pretty easy to move your code around different microcontrollers without changing a lot of things when you already have some code base. So thank you very much for watching. The next episode will focus on electronics, and later we will try to discuss software. And please don't forget to click subscribe button. Also, if you have any questions, please write them in the comments.